Road trip, day one, out here, hour outside of Seattle, heading to Olympic National Park. Adventures await. We've got rainforests, scenic lookouts, and this guy. Let's get it.
We still don't trust you.
We're out here on this trip with my brother, taking some time to soak it all in and celebrate, the successes that we've had, catch up. We see each other probably every 6 months now, given that we're both on the road all the time. And it's nice and a good chance to, slow down, catch up, and takes a community to raise a founder. And, for me, the community that's important to me are my family, friends, and nature. So we'll be ripping through Washington over the next few days, and grateful for the systems that I have in place in my company. Over the last 15 years, built a few 7-figure and 8-figure businesses, BitMaker, Herb, Founder OS, and I've learned the importance of systems to be able to run a business that runs on autopilot and have an automated empire where you can control, your life and have things automated, run on autopilot, so that you can do more important things like enjoy life, get into nature, explore, and have a good time.
Everyday hustle like we.
All right, here we go. Day 2, solo trip in the books. Big hike, steep, hard one here, just outside Seattle, 1 hour. Little Mount C. Let's get it. Here we go.
I know the power of $1, told 50 rounds at least. She know I get money, she know. Soon as I up, let's go. Just like double alone.
I'm super passionate about this topic because, if I hadn't have found my calling in life, honestly, I don't even know if I'd be here today. Back 15 years ago, I was working a brutal 9-to-5 job at Kraft Foods, managing a territory of grocery stores. To say I hated my life would be an understatement. Every day, waking up from night terrors, essentially, of having to go to work the next day, and some soul-sucking job. Eventually, I was able to start, building and launch my first business, BitMaker, when I was 21. We trained over 2,000 software engineers, and that company was acquired by General Assembly. Along the way, I've learned some key strategies to finding my calling, and this allows me to wake up every single day to work that feels like play and truly live the life of my dreams. Finding my calling changed my life. And so I want you to think about, what truly excites you? What would it feel like to wake up every day to work that feels like play, to a life you've dreamed of? And what are you waiting for? In this video, I'm going to dive deep into the strategies I would take to bring you from lost, confused, overwhelmed to clarity, freedom, and in control of your life. Here we go. You'll be wondering, well, hey dude, what's your calling in life? For me, my calling is helping founders build systems, building communities, traveling, writing, design, and art. For me, these are the things that when I lean into them, it makes every day feel like play. I love hiking, love it, journeying, traveling, and meeting up with founders globally, and helping founders with proven systems to grow their audience, their brand, and their communities with an organic content funnel, helping people drive from their audience to transaction. That's my real passion and one of my big strengths in life. one lesson I learned that I think is super relevant to how I approach business today versus how I used to approach it. When I first started building businesses, everything felt like a rush to send that email, to get a customer, to deliver. I was impatient and I approached everything like a sprint. What I learned over the years is that slow is smooth and smooth is fast. And, oftentimes when you just slow down, you take a breath, you breathe, you realize that everything's going to work out for you. And there's no reason to, be so fearful, be so rushed, feel like you're behind. All that stuff just leads you to forget about the process, to lose track and to not enjoy the journey. And I think the real magic happens when, you just get lost in the task at hand. You get lost in just doing quality work. I believe in, something that Cal Newport calls slow productivity, obsessing over quality, being a craftsman, working at a natural pace. When you just allow yourself to slow down, to enjoy the work, you do better work. People talk about your work. You're creating a masterpiece. People tell their friends. And one thing leads to another. And from just slowing down, all of the things that you're after, they all happen naturally. Hell. Damn. This is a fucking vibe. Wow. How we doing, Nick? Gangster. There we go. Let's get it. Now, I'd love to tell you that I always knew this whole slow is smooth and smooth is fast thing, but truth is, I had to learn it the hard way. About a decade ago, I was so busy, so caught up in building. I got an offer to acquire one of my companies for a life-changing sum, $40 million plus. But I was so caught up in just the stress and substances that I basically ignored this. Didn't think about even the impact this would make on my life because I was just so lost building, so lost and confused and stuck and just, in a bad place, burnt out and had zero clarity, like beyond no clarity. I was foggy as hell. And I totally ignored the abundance that was just at my fingertips. I never even really looked at the offer. I just kind of put blinders on and kept building. Meanwhile, it was probably something I should have said yes to. And so, looking back, it pains me, but it also presented one of the most visceral lessons of my life, which is, Matt, just slow down. Good things happen when you work at a natural pace and you allow yourself to breathe and to relax. And that's what I now do. Work at a more natural pace, take time for nature, and take a soul trip every 6 weeks. So you may be wondering where this whole concept of a soul trip came into play. Well, I think when you're building a business, it's important to also detach from the business from time to time. And a soul trip is an opportunity to ditch your phone, ditch your computer, get a friend, and escape the day-to-day to, kind of let your creative juices flow, get out into nature, and, just rest up, because if you're just stressing yourself out all the time, there's no way you can be at peak performance. And so it's important that, you take those little moments for yourself to relax, maybe catch up on some reading, to disconnect, and really just reflect even on what your true goals are in life. For me, it's being an amazing man, a good friend, brother, son. It's about being there for the people that matter to me, for my team, for my family. And it's about hitting long-term goals that matter to me, so that when I'm 85, I don't have any regrets. And I'm proud of the man I've become, of the accomplishments that I have, and of the decisions that I've made. So, soul trip. Go and mark your calendar for 6 weeks from now. What's the trip that you're gonna take? So I've had some time to reflect while on this soul trip, and mentally did this exercise of thinking about what are my favorite things in life. Just like the absolute favorite. Things like cliff jumping, riding my bike in nature, hikes, hanging with my brother, traveling, skydiving, and then writing down mentally even, when was the last time you did these things? It kind of shocked me. Some of the things that I enjoy most in life, I haven't done in like a decade. In a week here, I take off to Europe. I'd been about 14 years since I've been. Went on a road trip when I graduated university with 3 roommates. We traveled to 18 countries around Europe, but I've never been back. And so I'm excited as an example to head back to something that was my favorite thing back then and re-experience Europe now as a 34-year-old. This is your friendly reminder to take time to actually do the things in life you love and to actually check off that bucket list. So I get asked by founders all the time, Matt, out of all the systems to help me, slow down and achieve freedom in my business and in my life, what's the number one system you'd recommend? And for me, without a doubt, it all comes down to the personal board meeting. A personal board meeting is a chance for you every single month to reflect on your personal goals and your business goals. I think it's important that every single month you set, at least 10 big business goals that you want to complete in a given month, and then have 10 personal goals you're looking to achieve. And the most powerful part of the system is that you're getting clear every single month with yourself. Public companies have board meetings where, they get all prepared and they report to the board and the board holds them accountable. But oftentimes as founders of, smaller businesses or, just private company entrepreneurs, we don't do that. And so it's important that you have some sort of mechanism in place, a system to hold yourself accountable to the personal and business goals that you have so you can gain traction and achieve your dreams. And so one of the most powerful parts of the personal board meeting is that every single month, at the end of my month, I will go and reflect on those goals, right? Ray Dalio says that pain plus reflection equals progress. And so taking time to then reflect on, what went well, what didn't go well, and then what did you learn, allows you to continually refine your approach to growth, to get stronger, and to iterate and improve month after month after month. And so if you're looking to go and implement the personal board meeting in your life, I'd recommend that you go to the link in the description below. I've gone and given you my own template that you can go make a copy of that and begin to fill that out. And I would mark on your calendar on the 30th day of every single month, you're gonna go and you're gonna make your personal board meeting for the next month, okay? And you're gonna then also reflect for 30 minutes on how you performed based on the goals, both personal and professional, that you had set out from the previous month, okay? And when you iterate on this every single month and you implement this and you continue to improve on it, this will legitimately change your life. I've been doing it for over a decade now. It's been responsible for helping me grow my companies to millions, grow my team to 50 plus, and to create a vibrant life where I control, the 4 W's, control where I work, when I work, what I work on, and with people that I love to work with, the who. And I can't wait to see the impact it makes in your life. All right, I can do a much better job of showing you rather than just telling you about the personal board meeting. So I'm going to go and show you an actual example of the template I've created. You can find this personal board meeting template via the link in the description just below this video. So go grab that, and I'm going to show you how to go and fill this out. So starting off, this is something that I fill out every single month. So on the 30th day of any given month, I go and I take generally around half an hour to an hour to pause and reflect on my previous month and then plan my next month. So I'll go and dive into the books I'm going to read. So say for this upcoming month, I want to go and read Untethered Soul and the Presentation Secrets of Steve Jobs. Okay? And so I'll continue going through this and figure out, well, what do I want to learn? Well, for this upcoming month, I really want to learn, how to present like Steve Jobs. And I want to go and basically run like the ultimate, company offsite. So these are a couple things that I really want to learn, as well as I'm going to take some tennis lessons. Okay, so I fill that out. Then on the personal 30-day goal side, these are just really big goals that you have for the next 30 days, right? So for me, I want to do a 3-day trek in the Dolomites and go and visit 2 countries in Europe. Okay. So now I've laid out my personal 30-day goals, and generally I'll go and make these, pretty robust. So typically around 10 personal goals, right? And you'll fill this out, and then around 10 business goals. And so for me here, we're going to have, 50 founders helped inside of Founder OS Plus, which is one of the core things that we have here at Founder OS. I'm going to install, hands-on, 50 organic content funnels for founders and help them scale their audience, their revenue, and their brands. I'm also going to make 2 essential hires at Founder OS. And in addition to this, we are going to scale our audience, say, to 3 million people across all platforms, across X, Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, newsletter, everywhere we are. And so what I then do is go to the reflection area of this, okay? So this reflection area, my belief is that pain plus reflection equals progress, right? So taking some time at the end of your month to reflect on what went well, right? What didn't go well, and what did you learn? And so when you go through these questions, what you'll see is just natural patterns come up, right? Maybe you didn't lift as many times as you wanted to, or you let your health slide, or you weren't as present as you would have liked, right? So it's important to take some time to reflect, to slow down, and be able to then learn from, the things you wish you had gotten done or, delivered on the previous month, so you can continue to improve and get 1% better every single day. So this is the personal board meeting. The last thing I like to do here is think about my personal board of advisors. So you'll fill this in for different areas of your business, right? Sales, marketing. Who are the people that you're surrounding yourself with, right, that are helping you in these given areas? And so you may have someone in finance, marketing, customer success, right? And fill out your own personal board of advisors, okay? These are really the people that are going to keep you accountable and help you grow. For those of you that don't have a personal advisor, this is really what we help folks with at Founder OS. We have a team of people that help founders install an organic content funnel in their business so you grow your online business via personal brand in a way that is systemized, in a way that is beautiful, and most importantly, that is hyper profitable. So here you can see an example of my personal board of advisors. I have folks like on the strategy side, Rich Antonello sold his last business for hundreds of millions of dollars. Cole's gone and driven $40+ million a year in sales. On the marketing side, Ryan sold his last business for $60 million bootstrap. Finance with Hayden, customer success Ben. So I'm surrounding myself with a team of weapons that can help me scale, Founder OS and Herb to $100 million plus. And so really making sure that you have the community, the accountability, the mentorship, and the proven systems around you is critical for you to scale. And if you're looking for help building out your own organic content funnel, getting the systems, getting the accountability, all right, I'm all about taking massive action. So I'd recommend that you go to the link in the description below, go and get your own free personal board meeting, and go and mark in your calendar on the 30th day of every single month to fill out this resource, as it is an absolute game changer and the most powerful system I've ever discovered. I've been using this for the past decade, and it has literally transformed my entire life. And so I can't wait to do the same in your life, and let's get after it. So as I took time to reflect over the last month as part of my own personal board meeting, I couldn't help but reflect on just how grateful I am for all of you. You know, we've built this channel from nothing to a community of almost 100,000 founders that are all united and achieving real freedom. You know, time freedom, location freedom, and financial freedom. And so I want to thank you for the bottom of my heart for being a part of this. And I'm excited to continue to inspire you. I appreciate you being on this journey, and let's continue to win together. Much love.
The thing I would say is, when you grow up, you tend to get told that the world is the way it is, and your life is just to live your life inside the world, try not to bash into the walls too much, try to have a nice family life, have fun, save a little money. But life, that's a very limited life. Life can be much broader once you discover one simple fact, and that is everything around you that you call life was made up by people that were no smarter than you. And you can change it, you can influence it, you can build your own things that other people can use. And the minute that you understand that you can poke life and actually something will, if you push in, something will pop out the other side, that you can change it, you can mold it. That's maybe the most important thing, is to shake off this erroneous notion that life is there and you're just going to live in it, versus embrace it, change it, improve it, make your mark upon it. I think that's very important. And however you learn that, once you learn it, you'll want to change life and make it better, because it's kind of messed up in a lot of ways. Once you learn that, you'll never be the same again.